YouTube, what is going on? Theo Bean here. So before the Game Awards, Jeff Keighley himself tweeted out that there would be information dropping for Metaphor ReFantazio. And sure enough, we have a brand new trailer. So I'm going to be watching it live here since I did not get a chance to see it. We're going to be going over it and see what we can learn about the brand new RPG out from Atlus. Without further ado, let's get started.
It's a story about a world very different from ours.
'Tis a world where all people are equal and no conflict exists, much like the world His Highness once dreamt of.
To put it another way, this is a fantasy.
The fool of a king is dead!
Without an heir to wear the crown, what will become of the royal magic?
Oh, this is the first time seeing this. Okay, let's keep going.
The fortress at the border was raised by a human mere days ago. You can only blame
Oh, so it is an action RPG. Okay, I like that. Let's get it.
your king's weakness. Who deserves his crown?
What?
A man of proven strength!
It's both? It's turn-based and action? That is interesting. Anyways.
Days ago, you can only blame your king's weakness. Who deserves his crown? A man of proven strength!
The people of my land desire a new king, and I shall provide.
Welcome one and all to the inauguration of the tournament for the throne!
Small wonder when any among the populace might be king.
Their speeches of tribal harmony mean nothing, when every day they cheat and abuse us!
It tells of a world united as one tribe.
If only our lives were.
Whose voice is that? It's the protagonist from... It's the guy who voices the protagonist from Honkai Star Rail.
It tells of a world united as one tribe.
If only our lives were anything like the world in your novel.
Our lives are decided at birth
Okay, let's keep going.
by tribal purity, or by the differences that make us who we are.
There was a plot in his life. One I wish I'd rooted out sooner. You're no ray of hope.
You gave up on your hopes, but I will not.
Now let's see what manner of story you'll weave.
Let's do it. You'll be a hero. Trust me.
Oh. Bro, 2024 is the year of the RPG. It is going to be so good. All right, there's a lot in here. We got some interesting gameplay reveal stuff. So without further ado, the mix of gameplay and non-gameplay.
People are equal and no conflict exists.
So this is called the Royal Tournament, as they say in the trailer, that there is a tournament, the king has died, to see who is worthy of becoming the new king. So I believe that's going to be the main concept for everything that takes place here.
This is a fantasy.
And I think it's interesting here throughout the trailer, the people that they list working on this game, and they show the resume of the other titles that these people worked on. So they've put together quite the cast for this game. I believe expectations are going to be high, and Atlus is probably dumping a good chunk of money in it. I'd imagine that this is supposed to be the next big title that branches out for Atlus that is not Persona. As you can see here by Atlus, the creators of Persona 3, 4, and 5. And then Studio Zero.
The fool of a king is dead!
Without an heir to wear the crown, what will become of the royal?
So this looks like the beginning area. These badger-like wolf things.
Magic.
We go into it, action RPG mode. Well, you actually have some impressive moves. No, wait, stop getting into fights. This is the Treailer Desert. This is the main road. We have a map here, shows enemies on the map, which I am blocking. Okay. Items, menu.
The fortress at the border was raised by...
And then there's this. So we do a dash attack at this egg dinosaur thing with an arrow through
by a
it.
human mere days ago.
So we get to attack, and then we get like the upper hand through this, and then this prompts us into the actual fight.
You can only blame your king's weakness. Who deserves...
So he's like dazed. So it's almost like we got the jump, or the equivalent of like an ambush in Persona 5 Royal. That's kind of what this reminds me of.
his crown? A man...
And then that's when we see, right, the actual menu again, Atlus. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And that's where we're getting the nice, sick aesthetics. I do like the art style, this type of cell shading type of unique design that it has here. I do think that is cool, and I like that they're doing something a little different.
Who deserves his crown? A man of proven strength.
The people of my land
So character designer who's worked on 3, 4, and 5.
desire a new king.
The concept artist who worked on Nier Automata, another very successful title.
And I shall provide.
Welcome one and all to the inaugural...
Shoji Meguro, who worked on Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne, Persona 3, Persona 4, Persona 5. So Meguro is quite the man. What he did in Persona 5, honestly, in all three, incredible music. I think 3 and 5 are probably the most noteworthy. Insane hits. So the music in this is, I think it's safe to say, it's going to have plenty of bangers. So expect something incredible.
Inauguration of the tournament for the throne.
Mechanical design. Who worked on Neon Genesis Evangelion? What? Okay.
Small wonder when any among the populace might be king.
What did that say? Pause for a second. Royal Capital, Grand Shred. So this looks like a loading screen.
The populace might be king.
This appears to be the Grand Capital. It is, according to what is, again, Grand Capital, as we can see right here. Markers on the mini-map. We have this hoverboard-like thing that we saw in the previous. Save function. Looks like we can save from anywhere. Nice. Our menuing here at the bottom. Tons of different options. Again, we get to see this, which I pointed out in the last video. We're going to have various jobs, which I think is going to make the RPG elements of this even better. Reminds me of tactics, right? Various jobs, different builds you can really customize. Or something similar to, I guess, more recently to be like Baldur's Gate 3, right? Going a certain build and kind of role-playing as you want a certain character and how you want them to feel amongst an actual comp.
Their speech.
Chosen dialogue option. What should I say to reach the public's heart? Let's promote local delicacy. Let's...
Their speeches of tribal harmony mean nothing.
And then we've seen this girl. She's one of our team members. We look to here again to be his, what's this going to call it? A persona, like thing, right?
When every day they cheat and abuse us.
It tells of a world
The director also worked on Nocturne 3, 4, 5.
united as one tribe.
If only our lives were anything like the world in your novel.
It goes so fast. I'll make a new sign. This one will have Papa and Miss Fabian and me and you all smiling together. So very similar, right? Obviously, I think it's safe to say through playing what we've seen of this, very Persona heavy influences, which is not a surprise. It's from Atlus. It's from the people that have worked on Nocturne 3, 4, and 5.
Our lives are decided at birth by tribal purity.
Bidoo. Do me. So we can make stuff, right?
Lives
Duties.
are decided at birth by tribal purity, or by the differences that make us who we are.
There was a plot in his life.
This looks pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie. Head to the roof of the Gan Cathedral. Mission 7. Days until the end of Calamity. 7. Sorry. Mission. And this is 7 days till the end of Calamity. I'm curious how that mechanic is going to work and what exactly that means.
One I wish.
Because there it's gone. And we see an exploding bridge. We're running, get through the tunnel, hurry and cross a bridge. This is the Nord Mines.
I wish I'd written it out sooner.
You're no ray of hope.
This thing. So here, it almost looks like synthesis. What is that? You'll also notice this appears to be some sort of boss fight. This thing crashes in.
You're no.
It's literally like a frame. This thing appears to be from the thing that fell down, or sort of looks like it. It looks like a heart with a trumpet coming out of it. But everybody looks like they're almost the equivalent of like a Super Saiyan down here. Melee wield arms, archetype call power, guard, pass yield turn, team up synthesis.
You're no ray.
And then it says synthesis here. Jump thrust, hammer. And I want to notice that these characters, their personas are different. Which is interesting. Knight, Brawler, Warrior.
Ray of hope.
You gave up on your hopes, but I will not.
Now let's see what manner of story you'll weave.
Let's do it. You'll be a hero. Trust me.
We don't have a release date, but we have a time period, which I'm excited for. I think that's a good time. Let me play all the crazy shit that's going to be out at the beginning of the year. It takes me a lot longer to go through games now, so by all means, that sounds fine to me. But I think that's going to be it, guys. A lot of similar information revealed through that, right? Nothing too crazy, but I think very exciting game, and it looks interesting that they're trying to do something new, while working within the frame of things that already work and have been successful. So, Metaphor ReFantazio looks fantastic. I'd imagine once the hype of things kind of comes down, probably a little bit after the release of P3R, I'd imagine Atlus is going to then start to increase the amount of marketing and advertising that they're going to do for this, because it looks really, really good. But with that, guys, that is going to be it for this one. If you guys like the content, are looking for more RPG news for games like Metaphor, Rebirth, P3R, things like that sort, feel free to subscribe to the channel, like the video if you enjoy the content and you're looking for more. But until next time, I will see you guys in the next video. Till then, peace and deuces.